Hello, and welcome back to Age of Wonders Planetfall. Yes, so this is probably going to be a shorter part. I say that, but you're going to see it's like a 2-hour session by the video length, I suppose. It's a prediction, one that I hope doesn't come true. I just recorded 6 hours of Space Cam yesterday. I don't think I've ever in my life talked for 6 hours straight before, and I was tasting iron by the end of it, so that's probably not a good thing. So, if I seem a bit rough or out of it today, that's probably why. I'm hoping to keep this part relatively short. Speaking of rough, last time we, well, this capital's in the wrong color, isn't it? And how about the secondary base? Oh boy. So yeah, we lost our first two cities. I'm not sure, this might have been our second city, but we've lost that too. The other one might be our third. So we are down 3 cities currently. So the plan on this one, as I said, I'm going to take my remaining forces, I'm going to rush down here. If I can kill the commander, and then capture the base, which they don't have too many troops in this area. If I'm able to do that, this player will be eliminated and we're still in the game. I anticipate failing at that, but that's what I'm going to do. So what's going to happen going forward? Rather than restart the mission from the very beginning, if I fail, which is what I was originally planning on doing, I realized the first 6 hours is basically going to be the same. Just me doing kind of the same general stuff. There's not really any reason to do that on video, so I'm actually probably just going to go reload back a couple of hours. Because there was a point, I think I literally said this on video, where I was sending my commander up here to go do a bunch of looting and quest stuff, and I said, I'm probably better off just rushing down here and attacking this player. And I didn't do it. And so I'll probably just go back to that point and just attack them directly instead of losing this and losing everything. And then I'll actually have my main army in position when both players inevitably attacked me, which, I mean, that was the correct play on their part. Them attacking me was what they should have done to prevent me from winning this mission. So, because I feel like I was ahead enough in terms of infrastructure that my victory was inevitable if I wasn't attacked. But that's the thing, right? You expand too aggressively and then you just die. So yes, that's the plan. We're going to do some attacking. We'll probably just clear this on the way because we're here and we get something for this. I don't remember what we get.
Objective completed.
We'll take the resources. I don't think it slowed us down too terribly much because this character floats. Oh, I guess I can see if they have... yeah. Oh, they have a hidden hero. That's a thing. That's a good start anyway, I suppose. We want to fight. And you are now max level. Excellent. Yeah, we also lost like 120 Cosmite last time because our secondary hero died. And he's not allowed to die for plot reasons. Deny the Void. On death, the hero loses all essence charges and returns to life with 10 health plus an additional 10 health for each essence charge lost. I mean, that's not terrible. Or I could increase damage by 1. Really? 6 points to increase my damage by 1? That's a little bit more questionable. You know what? Let's take Deny the Void. Save me some Cosmite in the future. You can annex another sector. Of course you can, because we lost everything. It did occur to me, these volcanic trains that I'm not doing well on, these would be... so I'm not doing well on, that I don't have terribly good building options on. These would be ideal for building teleportation like relay networks.
Happiness event in colony.
And, okay. Saw 2 and I was freaking out, but then I was like, nope, this is fine. This is the, freaking out internally, I should say. This is a lair, spawner, so this is the only thing that's actually wandering around. energy a turn for defense. Oh boy. Well, let's keep getting happiness. There's a lot of units here, which is a lot of units that they don't have here, so that's actually not too bad. Spend energy. I wonder if I... try to purchase another unit, like a golem or something. Or what's this thing that the AI is using a lot? Since an entropic surge at the target jumps to 2 other enemy targets within 2 hexes. Oh, I have a unit mod where I can just give chain lightning to any unit. That seems kind of nice, honestly, but... okay, it spawned back. It spawned way back here. I wasn't sure because I didn't have my HQ if it was going to spawn right by my commander or not, which was kind of what I was hoping for. Having a few more units here isn't bad. Do it again, actually. And that way, hopefully we don't also lose this base. Completing that quest gives us influence, we might as well spend it. Alright, well that's what the defense looks like.
The void is the ultimate friend.
Void technology. Stun module. Attacks from arc weapons have a chance to stun. I remember that being pretty good. It's also 30% damage. And attacks from arc weapons now have a chance to jump. I mean, I basically want both of those on my basic units. So I guess we'll just go with this next. Plus there's this thing, which I guess is cool. I don't know. It's expensive. 45 and 3. Stop moving the mouse. 30 damage and staggered and chance to be electrified. Mechanical cyborg units chance to be stunned. Excellent. Okay, well, by building this sector, I reattached this sector. So I didn't lose it immediately. And here, yeah, we're going to make this into an orbital relay, because that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the terrain itself has low quality, because it completely ignores that and just gives me a teleporter at this base. And then also, I guess it eventually lets me get the broadcast station, because that is in my... just by having this terrain, I'd get this eventually, which is 5 influence per turn, which is great. And also plus 10 accuracy on units produced here, which is neat, I guess. Is this my only Cosmite income? Oh boy. I don't need to click on that. It's
Sector annexed.
thing. Top 16? Are you serious? I mean, I do have a growth sector here. Growth matters, I guess. I'm amazed by how fast it is. Right, so by the same logic, building a teleporter here. I could build a teleporter, say, here. Because this is a nice sector, it's just... yeah, I don't want to do research here. It's going to be a lot of happiness lost, though. Oh, I have a lot of happiness to spare.
Happiness event in colony.
Right, so we can get one more sector, and if we want to grow any further, we have to do a residential zone. That is something I want to test. If I have the ability to do residential here, I will. I think I don't, because it's a volcanic sector, and I can't do that. But I do have the ability... I did research since then, the ability to ignore... where is it? Here. Ignore volcanic terrain. So we'll see if that counts. Alright, so... Oh, they only have the one hidden unit. Okay. Yes, I am much stronger than them. An unmodded... Is it unmodded? Oh, it's an Overseer and my Blade Maw. Oh, we defeated everything? I think I'll accept that. Oh, Syndicate are mad. Colony awaits its fate. Well, obviously we absorb this colony back. And keep ourselves in a triangle formation so that we have everybody on defense if we get attacked. Suddenly this is looking a lot better. We might actually pull out. Oh right, we're not building anything here. I mean, we do have the ability to build units. Cost energy, though. Yeah, I guess we'll build a skirmisher. We might need skirmisher barracks. We might need more production in the future. Okay, this was... Okay, I guess this swapped because they now control this. They've assimilated it. Yeah, lost 2 sectors. I guess I get assembly heroes now because I have an assembly base. I have the option of getting these. Level 5 Promethean hero. Yeah, I don't care about that. Weapon too much? Arc blaster? Like single target shotgun type weapon? I mean, maybe. Nanite boosters gives unit 2 resistance to all status. Heals for 6, right? Because it's assembly. I mean, that's all right. I'll probably take the hero if I have the opportunity. Yeah. Okay. So, glacier summits cannot be residential, even though I'm ignoring volcanic penalties. So we'll just put the teleporter in there. Deal with
Sector annexed.
all of these movement issues that I've been suffering from. Oh, you guys have... Oh, right, because there's a road. Alright, we're on a road. We actually get to move quickly now. Excellent. They just have garrison. No casualties. That's what I was expecting there. It's a pretty weak garrison, too. Is that just tier 1? Tier 2, I guess. They have a... Yeah, tier 1 is just the Overseer and 2 Indentured? Wait a minute. Is this modified by the size of the base? Absorb. Well, so far things are going pretty well, I'd say. Gelder proposal, okay. They're attacking me? That's... that's a lot of units. They're not attacking me, okay. Open borders? Sure. I'm not going to be able to afford that hero for a while. Unifier unlocked. Make an alliance with 2 different players. Maintain an alliance. Oh, okay, I see. Because it's actually really nice. Because I have open borders with somebody, so I'm getting towards this. 300 morale and, well, I don't care about the reputation so much, but 300 morale on all units is just a really nice thing to have. It's also a nice reward.
Empire task completed.
Gain 100 opinion. Like, this seems... I really don't know what the point of this is. Spending a doctrine slot to gain diplomatic bonuses with the relationships. Obviously, in a scenario like this, we have predetermined relationships, like 3 of the players hate me and 1 of them likes me by default. So this is completely useless in the campaign. But on a random map, would this actually do anything? I don't know if anybody sees this and knows. I'd be curious to know the answer on that. First will be 50 happiness. Yeah, but we didn't. We were not even close to first. Because those 2 were peaceful for a while before that.
Production ready.
Well, convert this relay into a logistics base will increase the efficiency of all other exploited sectors. Okay. Or military assembly base allows it to rapidly resupply arriving troops and adds military-grade turrets and walls to its defense. Friendly armies are fully healed and gain resupply. Okay. I think we'll take the logistics base. It's gonna be a big base. Having, what is that, 10 food, 10 energy, 10 research per turn? It's not bad, actually. These things are not bad for economy.
Production ready.
Honestly. And here... Oh, I guess we need to build this again, because we got disrupted. I mean, given that there's a pirate base right there... wait, can I... Huh. They just left. Okay. Well, we retook it. Weird. So this would be more energy and research if I do logistics here. If I do military here, this is on the very border of my territory, leading into an assembly player that I'm going to be invading eventually. So, I mean, it's tempting. This is the greedy economic play, though, which is why I'm probably going to do it. The other option I was considering was 2 energy per colonist working energy, which would be 6. Really? That's it? I mean, this is more money.
Production ready.
More growth or ability to share. We're already pop 8. Maybe we'll do this one, ability to share. It is still slightly more growth, but it's going to be +4. And you guys can annex again. I mean, that's pretty nice. Wondering if I want to relay here as well. Food. I mean, we could go here for the double food. Food or research or production. I'm not gonna do that. There's a spawner there. They already hate us, so whatever. That way, once we're at war, we'll have a road connecting these two cities. Let's not do that. Okay, so they made a critical error here. They tried to marshal all their troops to attack me. But now... that might have been a mistake. I'm gonna do this. Lost some units. The reason I say it was a mistake was moving that one army onto the mountains is I don't have enough movement to engage the other two armies with my leader stack anymore. What? Do. Alright. Oh, this terrain. Oh, okay, there's a ramp there. This is pretty awful. There's this thing. Corrupt communion with enemy, deal damage, energy drained and entropic. Link will end. Oh, like this just forms a link. I see. Interesting. Or we can do damage to it once they've established a link. Interesting set of options. I mean, you're just a runner. Since harvest. Okay. So we're going to run away from these guys and try to engage this first and also group all our units together. I think that's how we do this without taking casualties. I have to come up here in order to get across. Yeah, this terrain was truly awful. Fighting in the mountains. I guess it's not something I've done before. What? This mountain doesn't even provide cover? Okay, I have a penguin. Beak back. Penguin leap. Attack flying, that's good to know. Water momentum, stronger in water. Makes sense. Visions of madness. The unit's haunted past affects the mind of the enemy. Chance to apply insane. Okay. I'm actually kind of curious what the text is on this particular thing. Most historians agree that the Star Union was guilty of many atrocities in the pursuit of greatness, yet nothing is more egregious than what the Imperial forces did to the penguins. They are a species prone to environmental adaptations, and the Star Union went too far in creating these genetically modified flightless horrors that lurk amongst the icebergs. If the Star Union ever showed its unbridled hubris, went too far in playing God, and set itself on the path of destruction, it was in the creation of these waterfowl abominations. I'm assuming that's just the regular penguin text. Arc discharge, yeah. Of course they crit my commander. Yeah, and now their entire army is just attacking these 6 units that are cut off from everybody else.
Operations available.
Okay, well... we could hit that again. We could Entropic Penance. Or whatever this thing is. Embalm Essence. Target friendly unit has negative status effects dispelled and is healed. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, I guess we really need to move here. Does this do... yeah, it does way more damage. Well, 1 more damage. Range 5. Oh, it's a full action. Can I get into range? No. Wait, that is in range. Location's blocked, okay. Before we start doing any of that, let's just do an arc discharge. Actually, slow them down. Okay, this leaves it with 1 movement point. Okay, we'll do that after. You're still linked. So it's taking 8 damage. It's dead in 2 turns. And it's already used its Arc Bolas. I think it's fine. We're just going to ignore it and keep running. I don't want to waste my sniper shot on it. I don't want that sniper getting close.
Good riddance.
Okay, well, if you die, I just lose. This has a range of 3. Okay, we're gonna go here.
Enemy eliminated.
Face this way and guard. If one of these die, it's fine. It's only a problem if they both die. Yeah, and they're ignoring the penguin mostly. Yes. Is it at the start or the end of the turn? At the start of its turn, yeah, so literally don't even need to attack you, you're just gonna die. You have Resurgence, so you can attack, it's fine. I mean, we'll still take cover so that protected. What does this actually do? Full chance to become blinded and lose resistance to flanks. Okay. You blind? No. Good. Range 3. I kind of want to run away with this guy. Kind of want to run away, but you're probably blind. Yeah. Oh.
Enemy destroyed.
You get a crit. Doesn't matter, apparently. Wait, morale is 0. How did you get a crit? I don't know.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay, well things are looking pretty good now. Now you're pretty low health. We'll keep you behind. Run you forward so you can heal somebody.
Enemy annihilated.
Always flanks. That's a little bit scary. Just a graze on the melee. Pointing.
Unit down.
Oh. Didn't despawn the one with low health. That's unfortunate.
Enemy eliminated.
I might actually run away with you then. You still have a turn of being less effective. Resupply. Okay, this is going pretty well. Plus, I hope they've used all of their tactical operations. Mm-hmm. Not enough range. Okay, we'll keep this guy here. And heal. Oh man, they're still going.
Pity.
It's fine, that unit respawns at the end of the fight. Alright, so who is the most injured unit that I would like to heal? Probably you. Which I could have just done last turn anyway. Don't have enough for rock proliferation. I was considering it. Added snap. Oh, you got double stunned, huh? Yeah, they're kind of in an annoying spot.
Enemy annihilated. Serves them right.
I'm gonna get in with all these melee units and of course.
The Syndicate rules supreme.
Okay, no casualties. Problem is, yeah, that's the much stronger. Because I moved my hero there. I actually just kind of have to sit here for a turn, unfortunately. Um, is that true? I could fight without these 2 units. This army's pretty weak. 266, 960. I mean, according to this, these 2 stacks are about the same as these 3 stacks here. But also this doesn't matter, because I just need to take this. But if I can take out this army, it helps a lot. Okay. I think we're going to ignore them and hope that they don't have more troops to move in. This is probably a mistake. They want to bypass me and start taking these cities. I guess that's also fine. Yeah, didn't have to fight them after all. Ah, their commander respawned, and now I have to take out this whole army. There's another 3,000. There's no penalty for failing to complete the quest, right? Although I guess I could avoid having that thing spawn, maybe. Defensive pact, excellent. Oh, good. So the people that hate me are declaring war on each other. That's always nice to see. Afford to hire the hero.
Sector annexed.
Yep.
Happiness event in colony. Operations available for priming.
Exploited sector, well... We did decide we were doing double agriculture. Right, that's technically theirs. This city has 880 in militia. So I'm just thinking, if I'm able to run past here... then I just have to snipe the commander. It's 95 health. If I fight them... This mountain, Dynamo Mountain, has made this incredibly difficult. You get mountain navigation in 2 turns. Great timing. Oh no, you have true seeing, right? Detection, yeah. So I know that they don't have hidden units. Hmm. I don't know what to do. It's going to be a really rough fight if I try to take them on. Maybe what we do, we'll see if they attack us. We'll move here. And then we should have the mountains working to our advantage, although, I mean, most of their stuff is ranged anyway, but they decide to attack us. We'll be in the mountains. And we'll be all clumped together. Of course, they could always do that. Yeah. Right. I'm not attacking them. I gave them the opportunity to do an operation before the fight, of course. Parasitic infestation, minus morale, and damage resistance, and chance to become Xenoplague. Okay, well, this rock formation here. Oops. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're not. Not attacking us this turn anyway. Okay. We can clear this before they get to us. Maybe we can do something cool with it. I guess we're actually going for this rock formation here. Let's harvest. I'm not to lump my units up too much, but I don't know that it's going to make a difference. You can just move all the way, it's fine. Heal the commander and get the thing back there. The heal back, I mean to say. They're not smart enough to move their snipers before doing that. A lot of golems.
Operations available.
And they hardly moved at all. Alright, let's do some analysis here. I mean, I can do this 3 times. I can do this. If I do this once, I'm not able to do this twice. This is hitting random stuff. This is hitting specific things and removing Overwatch and stuff like that. So it's probably the better option. He's flanking. Deploy Sentinel. Spend all of my energy on a single summon unit. Oh, I can't. This is the edge of the battle. I can't actually move forward. I can shoot you from here, though. Thought I'd be able to go around that. Fortunate. Well, I think Arc Discharge is the way to go. It's 8 damage a turn, so I do need to hit it once more to actually kill it. We could do by running the scout unit forward. Again, all this mountainous terrain. Let's avoid making decisions. I mean, I do think this is probably the right play. Gray is good enough. Should be good enough. No defense if I go up here. But I do get clarity. Soul burn. Exposes its true essence and weakness. Enlightened units do extra damage to it. Oh, okay, that doesn't matter. They literally have one enlightened unit. If you die, it doesn't actually matter. Because you just respawn. Oh, terrain is rough. Do I heal you before going in so they're forced to use extra hits, or do I save my heals? Like, you're not a terribly great unit. You're pretty much dead. Who do we want to hit? This thing's a little bit scarier. But if we go on this side, we don't get flanked. Oh, I should have done the penguin egg. It's a full action. Okay, well, I guess what we'll do then... Nice. We'll do then is we'll move up here, because this is a much better position to be in. Oh, it's a full action, right. Okay, I guess we'll do this. Slowly make our way around. Man, what do we even want to do here? This is not a good place to be. Those golems are all going to hit really hard. I guess we'll do. We run you through first. And then we run you over to here.
Enemy eliminated.
Diversion projector, okay. Ego launcher. Already removed. The thing about the golems is they can move really far and still shoot. The advantage of shotgun type weapons, I guess.
Shame.
Okay. No, I say, yeah, that was an awful position. Negative status dispelled and healed for 10. I mean, that could be good. Well, obviously you're doing this. You are out of movement for some reason. Mobilized. I shouldn't have done that. Because you didn't have any movement anyway. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff here. We can do a ton of damage with him, so let's... Spark retaliation defense? Oh man. We need that thing dead. That is why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that the range on this? It is. Okay. What does insanity even do? Attack units at random. Okay. Shoot anybody from there? Line of sight. Thing is, I really don't want this unit here. Oh, it's just one hit.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay. Okay. From here. I don't think there's anybody within 3, so I guess we just attack here.
Good riddance.
Guess we got lucky rolls. That's a lot of clumped up units. Oh boy.
Unit down.
Desolate, yeah. Decay Surge miss, that's good. Yeah, these Decay Surges are good.
Unfortunate.
I need to remember that for next time. Next time I'm playing with Forgotten in the game, so that I can try to get that back.
Unfortunate.
My penguin's still alive? That's unexpected. I mean, you do have a heal. Do I have any more melee units here? Yeah, all sorts of bad things happening there, but spell 2 effects, spell 4. Do I want to use my heal on this unit, though? What's wrong with you? Clarity and energy drain. I don't think either of those actually matter too terribly much. Diversion projector, so you got one more turn of blindness. Wait, blind is part of diversion projector, right? Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, we'll just load the massive defense bypass then. Hmm. This is... oh, can't use for 2 turns. Okay. Tire's Gift. Dispel all status effects, positive or negative, from target units, and gets an essence charge. Might not do anything for him. Her, I guess. Oh, you actually have...
Enemy annihilated.
actually had a target. Nice. So I'm I'm avoiding making a decision here. You Sci-Tech Revitalization. Decay Surge. Not enough essence charges. Well, the question is, can I kill you without using my main hero on it? Or my secondary hero, I suppose. You can't get in anymore, of course, but if I move you, then you will be able to.
Enemy hero killed.
That's it. I didn't see that it wasn't 100%. That's unfortunate. Single action. Get clarity on their hero. It's nice. I still have some actions I can do. I should probably just spend all my energy. Stagger that. Eventually stagger some things over there. There's not a lot of damage, but stagger this thing. And also... never mind, I thought something had happened there. It didn't. Oh, still insane. Yeah. Units are clumped up.
Unit down.
Oh, right, they staggered everybody.
Unfortunate. Unit down.
Arc retaliation doing some work at least. Okay. Well. It's like, please don't fumble. Could you just not fumble for once? Mm-hmm. Try to keep
Serves them right.
this side of their flank occupied. Yeah, we got a pustule there, which is lovely. Nice, that was some good damage. Okay, do you have anything scary here? Fast movement, stagger. You're immune to stagger, that's the main thing. Man. And you haven't moved yet either. Okay, that was some good damage, so... Escape module. I don't think I have enough damage to finish you off. Actually, I have you. How much damage does this do?
Enemy down.
Okay, I wasn't quite expecting that.
Enemy commander down.
Probably should have.
Hero lost.
Still don't think we're winning this.
Unit lost.
And those entropic surges are so good. But if we win this and are able to capture their capital, we've now eliminated this player. So many units still. I mean, it was, what, 18 on 12? 13? Something like that? Like, I think we did alright. All things considered. One more turn and I can duplicate again. Clarity, which makes things easier to hit. Always nice. These golems being weak to lightning is nice too. Okay, well.
Serves them right.
2 targets here, so I guess we'll go for you. $55. We can probably finish you off. We can definitely finish you off. Question is, do we want to use you for that?
Good riddance.
Okay, what have I got left over here? Just you? You are in melee. You don't have enough essence, you've already healed. I think we'll actually consider you to be occupied here, because that's not terrible. So let's start doing damage to something else. And that leaves... oh.
Enemy destroyed.
Take that unit. And they just have unlimited energy. Ah, Graze, I didn't get it. Oh, he's just defending. Okay, he's not doing anything. And those Plague Pods pretty nice too. There's nothing I can do about that. God. Well, my hero's dead. And you're blind again. Wait, are you not blind? No, you are. And I'm out of heals. No, not have you. Oh, that doesn't even use up your... oh my god, this thing's amazing. Oh, you can only be linked to one unit at a time. Okay, well, it's still amazing.
Serves them right.
Use this for 2 more turns.
Enemy killed.
Alright, do that. And that just leaves you.
Shame.
Well, our hero isn't quite dead. Can't use that for another turn though. That charge just makes you vulnerable. Hmm. Well, this was a lot closer than I thought it would be. Unfortunately, if my hero dies, I just lose, because I don't have an HQ at the moment. 8% chance to hit? Hmm.
Enemy eliminated.
Wait, you have an escape module, don't you? Yes. So they do have to kill you twice. Fortunately,
Enemy destroyed.
I'm very rapidly running out of options here. I mean, I guess I can hope to get lucky.
Shame.
Open to block.
Unit lost.
And they didn't kill me again. Wait, are we actually going to win this? Shoot, I didn't see the quantum echo was up. I thought that they were echoes of each other because their health was so similar.
Serves them right.
I guess we'll do that.
Serves them right.
Okay, they just have one unit left. You cannot hit me because I'm out of range.
Shame.
Okay. I mean, you might as well move as much as you can. Couple, of course. out of range. Ah! Blocked off. I can't actually get... I mean, it dies at the start of its turn, I guess.
The Syndicate rules supreme.
Oh, that was... pretty insane. Okay, I lost this town. Of course I did. Well, I guess my 2-hour estimate was, correct. For this part. You don't get movement this turn. Left arsenal. 10-20, huh? Shield breacher rifle. Oh, I should have sold stuff. I could have had energy for something. Well, I don't really have a choice here. It says that their army is 10-20 versus... Okay, I should technically be stronger. How is this possible? You lowly slaves should have bowed before my overseers, polished the chairs of my subjugators. You can take my life, but you cannot take my nobility. We will never surrender to the plebs. Who said anything about taking your life? You have hands to work like anybody else. Our community is small. We don't have the luxury to execute everyone we disagree with. Appreciate this new life we have to offer, or throw it away. It's up to you.
Objective completed.
That's all we get for that. Well, we'll take that, 'cause that's another golem. And... yeah. But now they're neutral, they don't get their reinforcements anymore. So now we need to retake our capital, and then fight the bugs over there.
Enemy operation detected.
Oh, there it was.
Opponent has been defeated.
That's what I was looking for. Well, that was unexpected, but this run is not over, I guess. So, maybe we make this our new HQ. I guess we'll figure out where we're going from here next time. I will see you then.